I've tried Grand Flex on a multitude of different types of horses and different types of horse breeds. The joints of a horse in such a situation are under a lot of trauma and a lot of stress, and anything we can do to help that horse have a much more fluid motion, less painful motion is of benefit. We started putting these horses on Grand Flex products, and they saw an immediate improvement in the way their horses moved.
You know, I've been training, showing, and competing with horses for about 25 years. I was very skeptical about starting supplements. A couple years ago, I started with Grand Flex and added it to my feeding program, and I'm very glad I did. As I increase my training regime and as we get closer to the 3-year-old futurities and then the older horse show horses, I think I get maximum benefit out of that.
Well, it was about 2 years ago. I was down in Arizona at Scottsdale, and I was having a lot of back problems. And a gentleman come up and he was asking me if I ever tried the Grand Flex for a rider. He says, really good on his back. So I tried it. Since then, I've tried it on my horses, and I've had a lot of what I think is pretty good results with my horses. I'm using it as a preventive, and I don't make near as many trips to the veterinarian. We feed it to anybody we want to win something.
To me, the rein cow horse is the most grueling and demanding discipline because we're showing in 3 different events at a very young age. About 6 years ago, an orthopedic surgeon recommended that I start using the product for myself. And I had so much luck with it that when it became available in the equine industry, I was very interested in pursuing it for my horses. I started in a trial with Meadows using Grand Flex approximately 2.5 years ago. I found that if I start horses on the product before I start training them as 2-year-olds, that the incidence of joint injections has been decreased by at least 50%.
Feeding Grand Flex, which costs about $1 a day, is an opportunity for you to ensure maximum protection for your horse all season long and give you the best chance to be in the winner's circle and take home the blue ribbon. At the Snafflebit Futurity in 2000, horses on Grand Flex came first, second, and fourth. That's not a bad track record.
I use Grand Flex every day in my daily feeding program.
If he's a horse, he's in the barn, he's getting it.
I recommend every horse and every rider that want to be competitive and win use the product.